माफ कीजिएगा, मैं अंग्रेजी में बोलूंगा, मेरी मातृभाषा बंगाली है, और अगर मैं बंगाली में बोलूंगा तो आप लोग समझेंगे नहीं। बस ये दो म्यूजिशियंस बैठे हैं, वो समझ जाएंगे। But as you will all agree that culture in many ways reflects the best aspects of society, and that's what you've seen just now. When you heard the music, you from the first intervention till the last, what did we get out of it? And this was, they are reflecting what was the essence of the culture that emerged out of Indian nationalism. What was the first thing that was said? That Indian nationalism was not equated to the state. सरकार या स्टेट नेशनलिज्म नहीं होती है, पीपल नेशनलिज्म होते हैं। यहाँ एक जो इस नगर पालिका वाली बात हो रही है, वो नगर पालिका से लेके सरकार, नेशनल गवर्नमेंट तक वही समझते हैं कि वही नेशन है। अगर आप उसके खिलाफ कुछ बोल देंगे तो आप देशद्रोही हुए। आप तो जानते हैं कि जेएनयू में हम सारे इसीलिए देशद्रोही माने जाते हैं, क्योंकि हम तो सोचते हैं कि हमारी नेशनलिज्म में कोई भी जुर्म हो उसके खिलाफ बोलना होता है। और ये जो आपने गाने सुने, उसमें सारों में आपने क्या देखा? हर एक में देयर इज प्रोटेस्ट इन्वॉल्व, प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट एनी काइंड ऑफ इनजस्टिस, चाहे वो पॉवर्टी हो, चाहे हंगर हो, चाहे फॉरेन रूल हो, उसके खिलाफ प्रोटेस्ट। ए nationalism was to be connected to the people. It's the people's nationalism. This is our nationalism, was always connected to our people. As somebody has recently written on this, that our nationalism, as Gandhiji saw it, was our nationalism was wiping the last tear from the eyes of the poor. So it was not only the people, but it was the oppressed, it was the weakest. That was our nationalism. But the nationalism that is being forced down our throat comes from a completely different tradition. And it's amazing that those people who are now saying that they are the representatives of nationalism, that they are bringing back indigenous nationalism, they are against all of us, Macaulay Putras and English-speaking people. They are actually borrowing a completely different nationalism, which is the nationalism that emerged in Europe. Since ये सारी राष्ट्रवाद की बात हो रही है, मैं 2-4 मिनट सिर्फ इस पे आपके साथ बात करना चाहूंगा कि हमें ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि नेशनलिज्म हर जगह में एक चीज नहीं होती है। यूरोप में जो नेशनलिज्म पैदा हुआ था, that was, as you all know, that emerged out of the rise of capitalism and imperialism. एक यूरोपियन नेशन स्टेट्स बनते हैं और साथ ही में वो एम्पायर बनाते हैं, और उनकी जो सारी नेशनल प्राइड होती है वो उससे जुड़ी होती है कि हमारी एम्पायर कितनी बड़ी है, whether the sun ever sets or does not set in their empire. और दूसरी बात, जो यूरोपियन नेशनलिज्म थी, उसमें ये बहुत बड़ी बात थी कि वो एक होमोजेनस मोनोलिथिक नेशनलिज्म था, एक भाषा, एक धर्म। फ्रांस एक मल्टीलिंगुअल कंट्री होया करता था, उसको फ्लैटन आउट कर दिया, and the French state became, French nation became Catholic France, Catholic Italy, Protestant Germany, Protestant England, ऐसे सारे स्टेट बने उस वक्त। and that is something जो हमारे colonized minds में घुसता ही नहीं है, that उस वक्त our people had the imagination, had the genius to imagine a nationalism which had not happened in world history. Our people created an idea of a nation which included everybody, which celebrated diversity. अब वागिश ने जो लिस्ट पढ़ के सुनाया of all the people whose literature was proscribed, I mean, it was amazing that religion was not an issue. They were, at least in the beginning, they seemed to be all Muslim. And then there were Hindus, there were people of all castes, there were upper caste, there were lower caste, everybody was there. हम लोगों को तो ये पता भी नहीं है कि ये, I am now quoting a student of mine brought to my attention just last week, that in the 1901 census, there were hundreds of communities in India who described themselves as Hindu Mohammedans or Mohammedan Hindus. They did not choose either of the two. That is how they saw themselves. This is our people, this is our heritage. This is also true of the first census that was done in Punjab. where when people were asked, who are you? They mentioned their village. I am a Longovalia, or I am this, or I am that. So then the colonial state says कि नहीं आप बताओ आपकी धर्म क्या है? Because they are putting religion into the first line. So they said, I am a Hindu Sikh. तो ये कैसे हो सकता है? अच्छा चलो कोई बात नहीं. कहते हैं I am a Sikh Hindu. So the fact that these denominational differences are something that emerge as a result of the colonial mentality, where they could not think of a nation which could be all of these put together. And it is this homogeneous single idea of a nation which is also aggressive, because the moment you make it single, your enemy is the other within. ये याद रखिएगा, यूरोपियन नेशनलिज्म में the enemy is always within. Either it is the Jew, or it is the Catholic, or it is the Protestant, or it is somebody else who's not, some minority is the enemy. I hope you are able to see the similarity. हमारी जो आजकल की नेशनलिज्म है उसमें हम अभी एनिमीज अंदर ही ढूंढ रहे हैं अपने. ये अजीब नेशनलिज्म है where part of your own people who do not belong to the majority, who do not have a monolithic view of things, become your enemy. So friends, it is that is why this cultural thing, the expression was so important to me, and I do not wish to take too much time. We want to go right back to it. It so beautifully reflects this totality, this multicultural, multi-class, every difference that you can think of. From we started with Birsa down to all the names I don't even remember. That's right. But it is absolutely amazing. We should go back to that. I think we should celebrate what has been our tradition for centuries. Let us remember that Islam and Christianity have come to this country hundreds of years before the word Hindu was even discovered. And here we are calling them foreigners. We think that there was always a Hindu. The word did not exist. And it might hurt the Hindutva walas if the word Hindu also was not even created here. It came from Islamic Central Asia. So that apart, to just end here, let us celebrate what is genuinely our tradition, and let us not try to impose on us something which comes from outside, a tradition, a nationalism which we do not cherish, a nationalism which ends up with Hitler and Mussolini. We do not want that nationalism. It is not an accident, and that is the last thing I want to say, that some of our leaders today have had Hitler and Mussolini as their model. It is not an accident. It is because it is that nationalism which they celebrate. Our nationalism is very different, and let us again very soon celebrate that.